Hi everyone, my name is Bianca Tinsley and I am a realtor and investor. I wanted to share with you all this new program that I have been doing for my education. And it is a fairly new program. I am absolutely loving it. I spend about an hour a day on here to learn about just different ways that I can improve my business. It has several different areas that it focuses on, and I'm going to just show you some of those areas so that you can see what all it has to offer. So, some of the things that I do, I flip houses, and so I do about 3 to 5 at a time. And so I'm very interested in the investment side of this. There are 20 different educators, right around 20, that have gone on here and they've created these courses. So they are absolute experts in their field and they have created these courses to basically teach you how to be an investor, teach you how to be a successful agent, help you in personal development, help you with raising wealth, building wealth. There are all different strategies that we have here that we can learn from. So let's just take a look at some of this. They do have live calls throughout the week. And so that's where you would click on this live teleconference. If you don't know what a Zoom call is, it is a video conference where multiple people can go on there, and then there is an organizer, and basically you can go through a course through a live video chat. So think FaceTime, but with a lot more people. There's also a podcast on here. It's got all of the different podcasts that they have for the green program. So you can go on there and listen to this. So, some examples here. I mean, it just keeps going. So let's see what we've got. How can you be more productive in the 24 hours you've been given per day? There's one on public speaking. How do you deal with your leads for business if you're a salesperson? What are your long-term goals when speaking on the phone with a prospect? What is your general strategy in order to get a face-to-face appointment? There's training on social media. There is, this one says the difference between easy and smooth. So you all can see there is all kinds of different podcasts here that could be helpful for you. So that's one of the things that it has to offer. And let's try to get back to the regular page here. Just one second, bear with me while I do this. Okay, there we go. We are back on the regular page. So there's going to be live teleconferences by the different educators, as I mentioned. The Quick Start program, you get to take a in-depth DISC profile assessment, which is basically a personality assessment in the beginning of purchasing this program. It's very cool. Mine was absolutely spot on. So I am going to show you what mine looks like so that you all see the level of detail that this DISC assessment gives. So there is actually let's see, there's the director of education, Dr. Daniel Zimmerman. He's the one that kind of looks this over and makes sure that everything is put together properly before he sends it over to you. So this is my assessment. As you can see, it's 39 pages. As mentioned, this is your behavioral style. It's the way that you approach sales. It is your different adapted style versus natural style. And then it shows you these descriptors. I am all of this. So this is definitely me. So if you have a high D, then that means you're ambitious, pioneering, strong-willed, determined, competitive, decisive, venturesome. If you have a high I, that means you're a people person. So you're magnetic, enthusiastic, persuasive, convincing, poised, optimistic, and trusting. My steadiness is low. So that means I am mobile, I'm always moving, I'm restless, I'm impatient, I don't do well with sitting still. And compliance, my bosses, Chris and Jeremy, they get to experience this firsthand, but I am firm, independent, self-willed, obstinate. I don't really think I'm obstinate, but maybe Chris will tell you otherwise. Unsystematic, uninhibited, and arbitrary. So through here, it says Success Insights Wheel. So it's going to show you where you are as far as your personality goes. So I am a persuader, definitely. I persuaded Chris to bring snacks to the office. So apparently they have never had snacks in the office. Now we do. So I would say that's pretty persuasive. For behavioral hierarchy, it's going to go through here. It's going to show you where you sit as far as versus the average person. So what's your urgency? As you can tell, I am very, I guess you would say, urgent. So I get on things really quickly. I'm quick to make decisions. It's going to show you like following policy. I have a very low score on that. Organized workspace, I'm not very organized, so I'm low on that. Consistent analysis, low on that. So then what it does is it has a checklist for communicating. It says ways not to communicate. So these are the different ways that people should not communicate with me. It shows behavioral selling overview, where I'm sitting as far as that's concerned, selling tips. So as you all can see, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but it's very neat. It shows different time wasters that I may have and possible solutions to them, areas for improvement, understanding your driving forces, general characteristics. It has a driving forces graph, situational driving forces and different driving forces, areas for awareness, strengths and weaknesses, energizers and stressors. Bianca likes to question unnecessary protocols. Interesting. I think that that is probably right. I enjoy exploring possibilities. I'm energized by out of the box thinking. Absolutely. I like to create and control my destiny. I don't like a small workspace. I do not like when resources are used inefficiently, and I don't enjoy subjectivity. That's probably the hardest thing that I have as far as my personality is concerned. I really do not like if there is not a black and white answer to something. Shows my ideal environment, an environment to challenge rules in which she doesn't agree. So, so my boss on the team, Chris, he said that basically my DISC profile is showing that I am a pain in the ass, but that I can make a lot of sales. So you know what? I mean, I'm just trying to keep people on their toes. That's all I'm doing. So descriptors wheel, potential, behavioral, and motivational strengths. So you all can see this is a very, very long analysis of your personality. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and then move on and show you what else there is. There's a real estate investment track. So I do not know how many houses the man that has done this has flipped, but I know that it is a great, great deal of property. So as we go through here, it has an introduction to wholesaling. Paul and I will wholesale properties as well. Basically what that is that is selling the rights to a contract. So you don't actually close on the contract. You assign the contract to another buyer. So it's a way for you to not have any money in a deal and also be able to kind of be the matchmaker between the seller and the buyer. Tells you how to do landlording, multi-unit analysis, tax liens, mobile homes, private versus hard money, real estate cycles. I mean, there is just a ton of information on here showing you what to expect as far as flipping houses. Down here, it's talking about business skills. So why real estate, leadership and accountability, run it like a business. It's showing you introduction to marketing, LinkedIn marketing, accounting for small businesses, introduction to Instagram. All of these are all video courses. So let's talk about the personal development track. So in there, we have the wholehearted leadership system, positive energy management, neuro-linguistic programming. Down here, we have wealth building tracks. So we've got tax advantage, real estate investing, principles of investment, self-directed IRA, investing in alternative assets, understanding life insurance, financial planning, 1031 exchange. Down here, we've got agent training track. So it talks about, so you want to be a broker? Absolutely not. I would never want to be a broker. But for people that are interested in that, you have some video courses on that. It looks like you've got about 13 different video courses there. Title insurance for the new real estate agent. It's got advice on there. And these are all multi-million dollar producers here that are doing these different trainings. So this is my absolute favorite part about the program. It's called the toolbox. And in here, we have very useful information. So what we have is, let's just do the real estate investment track and see what the tools are with this. This is going to talk to you about remarketing. So you're going to have different suggestions on here as far as landing pages, websites, desk type publishing. It's got interactive floor plans and staging. It shows you different places that you can do that, sales, advertising, and promotion. It has that information as well. So that is just one of the parts here of the toolbox. Let's see if I can get back to where the toolbox is. Okay, here we go. So business management, if we go in here, we've got personal finance software. It tells you all of the ones there that you can use for that. Gives you some different advice on that. Home fair, some calculators as far as relocation. How much is it going to cost to relocate? We've got tenant screening and pre-screened vendor listings. It has just all kinds of different information here. This is a directory of real estate maps. I actually have not looked at this. So you know what? We're not going to do that because I don't want to get into this. Okay, here we go. Director of Real Estate Maps directory. So we've got Bing Maps, Digital Globe, Google Maps, etc. You have all different options there.